Okay, so we wanted to know how to get the data into Grafana, and here's how you do it. The first time you need to set up the database, so you'd go here to Configuration, Data Sources, and I made some changes in Grafana. Save the dashboard. When it asks to save the dashboard, save it. Otherwise you'll lose your things that you just did on there if you made any modifications. Just a tip. But anyway, we go to here, Data Sources, and it would say add a data source. I already have it on, so I click add a data source. Then you're going to get this set up. And here's the setup. You would have to add this line, HTTP, Influxdb, and then the port number. That's going to go take Grafana to the influx that we set up. And over here, down at the bottom, we would put in the things from that same Telegraph folder that was set up. It tells how to do all this on the classic DIY, but here's the name and user and the password you would put in. When you're done, you do save and test, and if it's working right, you get this green check mark that it's all working. So once you get that all working, you can go to make a dashboard. You can either download one somebody else has already made, like me, and then modify it, or you can make a new one. I already have this one that I made and I've shared. So all these fields are from my, these are from my two classics, solar charge controllers. And I have various things to monitor them. Current added up here, the total, charge watts, state of the controller right now, different voltages inputs. But what I just hooked up, we were just looking at, was the PZEM, and that's these here. I have it on my inverter AC output. This is the PZEM-016, which is the AC. And then down here, this is the data from the direct DC, which is the PZEM-017. So here I'm going to show real quickly how you make there's two ways to make these graphs. If you already have one started, you can just copy it like this. You would go here and go to the bottom here where it says more and just do duplicate, and see it made a new one. So it could be something else, and then you could modify it. You go here to edit, and then here's all the data. You can change it or modify it. I'll make one from scratch real quickly here. And since I have two of these, I'm going to delete this one, remove. Okay, here's how you'd make a new one from scratch. You would go add panel, add a new panel. And I've only learned this all by trial and error. Looked up a few things. Panel title at the top. You would do this like direct DC. And let's just put PZEM. -016. So we know what we were working with. And see, as soon as you click it, it changes it up top. So now you're going to get this little bar down at the bottom here of these things. This is how you set it up. Select measurement. You click on that. mqtt consumer. That's where our database is. That was made in that Telegraph file. And then we have a bunch of topics in there. So we're going to hit topic. And then we click this. This was all the ones in the Telegraph folder, if you remember. If I can get back to this. See, here's all the topics that were in this Telegraph folder. So we're going to pick one of those. Back in here, topics. So we want the one that was the ESP 016, which was this one, and I already forgot which one it was, so I can find out by going to console. And then I see that one was called E13120, right here, E13120. So I'll go back to my Grafana window here, select the tag value, there it is down here, pick that, and then the field value. If I go back here, you'll see on the output of this, we have all these states here under sensor energy, and then it has total, yesterday, you see all these are all different fields, apparent power, reactive power, frequency, current. Let's, we'll get the current just for this demo. So here we are, we've already selected where it's coming from. Here's the sensor. So field value is all going to be in there. Energy, current, that's the one we want. And it already filled in the graph here, see? So basically, you can leave all that how it is. You go to the side here, you can do all kinds of different things. Change the line width here, make it bigger or smaller. You can do opacity. You can play around with all these things and change line styles, solid, dash, dots, whatever. There's a ton of different things you can do here. We need to choose the unit. So down here on this original thing, I should put what it is, and I'll type in current. Well, it's current in amps, so I'll put amps. I'll call it amps. And as soon as I do that, it put down here in the bottom amps. So I want to have a unit. So I'm going to choose a unit. And you can see there's all these options here. I'm going to go to energy, select energy, and then there's all the different units of energy. I want amps, ampere, here we go. Select that, and let's say I want to add I also want to have voltage on the same graph. The easy way to do it is just do this little one here. It says duplicate. I duplicate that. Now you see there's two of these down here. And all I have to do, since it duplicated it, is all filled in. I want to change it to voltage. Get the volts. So I'm going to go here, energy, voltage. And you see it put on a new line already. And I'm going to change this to volts so we don't get confused. There we go. Now there's all kinds of ways to fiddle in Grafana to make sure you get you get all these different graphs set up right, how you want to see the lines, display them, and get the legends and all that, which you can see down here I've already done. So I got some better graphs. You can change colors and gradients. So like the easy way is to maybe just get one that somebody else has already made, and you could go in here to edit, and then you could change these fields in here and make them for your own, and then it should fill in. So that's a quick overview of how to do this. I hope it helps someone.